Tonya Perron. For this week's report, I'm going to be updating the community on a number of policies that we have been working on in various files and or portfolios. One of those that may be of interest to the community is the donations policy. The Finance Administration Operations Committee, which I'm one of the council chiefs sitting on it, is responsible for receiving donation applications. As part of that, we've conducted a review of the policy. So we've revised some of the categories, streamlined the categories for which donations can be requested, and we've also revised the amounts that can be requested in terms of each donation. We've also ensured that this policy aligns with the client-based services policies, known as CBS policies. Some of you are aware of the social policies that have recently been adopted to assist elders, community members with disabilities, emergency situations. So all of these policies are there to help the community, financially, help community members in terms of financial assistance in certain situations. So the donations policy revisions have been pretty much completed, but it has not yet been accepted by the Council of Chiefs. We have to pass it by the Council of Chiefs for an MCD, and once that policy is approved, or the revised policy, I should say, it will be posted on our website. So I encourage everybody to keep an eye on that. And of course, if you need to make a request, application form is there as well. Some of the other policy work that we have been doing, or we started doing, is around the internal complaints policy for the Ratsénhaienhs. So the internal complaints policy for the Ratsénhaienhs has been in existence for a number of years. However, it's been somewhat challenging to implement and to follow through with. So we've started looking at that policy and trying to figure out how we can make it a much more efficient and effective process. I don't know if everybody is aware, but the council chief's complaints by community members can be made through the disciplinary measures regulations, but anything internal is excluded from that. So the need for this internal complaints policy is very important, and it has to be something that can be applied very easily. So that's some of the work the governance portfolio has been looking at, how we can better refine that. The last policy that I wanted to mention, and the work here is really just getting started. Our Public Relations Unit Director, Justice, is actually kicking off that work, but it will be in collaboration with the governance portfolio. That's on the community engagement policy. That policy is going to determine when and how we engage with the community on what types of matters, such as land purchases, use of community funds, and we're going to try to establish what the thresholds are. So what's the trigger? What amount of community funds, or the land purchase, where is the land, how much it is, all of that. So eventually I think we're going to be coming out to the community, probably more towards the end of the summer, beginning of the fall, to look at some of that for input from community members about when you feel, council should be engaging and how. So I think that this is a really important work that needs to be done. Very important that the community be updated, kept informed of what we're doing as council, and also have an opportunity, of course, to have a say when it comes to community funds or community lands. So lots of work continuing in this policy development. Very important work. It is a lot of behind the scenes work, but at the end of the day, this is all being done, for the benefit of the community as a whole. So I'll provide further updates in my next reporting. Now.